12,000 people laughing, we will find the one person who doesn't laugh and fixate.
Presenting Vedas in the house. Do you remember your first rejection?
Yeah. Class 5. Girl said no. You're not cute. I think comedians are usually very quiet. Fame is A, not real. And B is fame is, oh my god, I love you, I want a selfie with you, I want this, I want that, here's my underwear, whatever the hell. I don't have that kind of this thing at all. I have an audience. What power is there in being a winner? Losers, you get to sit back and be like, there goes me.
Were you scared back then that, hey, I'm going on this road?
Bro, I'm scared today. Right now, I'm going on this road. If it doesn't go well, what the hell am I going to do?
Okay.
I was 24 years old on the primetime news, doing jokes about India, and the Prime Minister and every top businessman watched that bulletin. Imagine that. My career's ended 3 times and I've had to restart it 3 times. Last week, Amir is like, hold my beer, मैं पूरा industry बदल के आता हूँ थोड़ा. You know, and I'm gonna pay you $5,000 for this therapy at the end of this podcast.
Shravan and welcome to Why So Serious, powered by Real Me. On today's episode, we have somebody जिनका sense of humor काफी amazing है. I personally am a huge fan. Presenting Vedas in the house. How are you doing?
Hello, how are you? That's a lot of energy.
I told you.
You weren't lying. Yeah.
I downplayed myself probably.
I won't be able to match it for the entire.
It's okay. No,
thing.
I'm going to tone it down.
Okay, cool.
No, but I have to actually begin this interview with something that you've posted on Instagram today.
Today?
Yes.
Oh, about podcast.
About podcast.
Yeah,
I'm like, wow, I'm going to have a good day today. You know what a difficult job
I'm
is.
shit on podcasts. Dude. So what I posted today was that a podcast is either free-flowing like Bakchodi or like real gyan. And I'm socially anxious and a dumbass. So I'm a bad guest for podcasts. I'm nervous on podcasts.
Yeah? Why?
Yeah. I'm a writer. By essence, I'm a writer. I get to erase a line and rethink about it, etc., etc. Podcast is like free-flowing, hot takes. I don't have hot takes. मेरा बेक होता है टेक, फिर थोड़ा सा डाला जाता है, फिर
थोड़ा कम होता है,
थोड़ा कम होता है,
then I किसको offend करेगा?
Offend not to this thing, but just before expressing,
you do that.
I have angst about the take before I put it out.
Wow.
So yeah.
देखते हैं आज ये पॉडकास्ट कौन से जोन में जाता है guys.
Be fine.
है ना?
Be fine.
What I'm going to do is actually I'm going to take you back to your childhood.
Why? Why would you want to do
I
that?
love it.
Let's go back to your childhood.
No,
maybe it's happier
same.
than mine. Yeah?
No, I think it's same.
Alright, cool.
It is same or
Alright.
traumatic.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Great.
So you've traveled a lot.
I've traveled a lot.
है ना?
Yeah.
So you went from Delhi, you went to
Dehradun to Lagos, Nigeria, to Kasauli, Himachal, to Delhi Public School, Noida, to Galesburg, to Venkateshwara College, Dholakua, to Galesburg, Illinois, to Boston, Harvard for just 6 months, to Montgomery, Alabama, to Delhi, to Mumbai.
The guy has traveled.
Yeah, I've traveled.
The guy has traveled.
Yeah.
Now what happens is, and I am going to actually talk from my personal childhood experience, कि एक तो I think a lot of what we become as adults, a lot of that, the build-up has happened in our childhood.
Sure,
right?
yeah.
Now when you're constantly shifting, okay, how did you manage to create your safe space? Because by the time you've created a safe space, the next time that safe space has gone. You know what I mean?
I do, but I think for me that is imagination. And also I pick up one friend from every place and they are my best friends till date. So I kind of have very fortunate actually. I have like 7 best friends from different places in life. Wow. But I kind of make them my safe space. My safe space is a person. I don't think it's a location.
It's not a location. But then how did you adjust to different places?
I didn't. And I kind of was the outsider and that's kind of informed my comedy perspective even till date.
Yeah.
I'm not a guy from the place. I'm the guy who showed up and some people were aware that he showed up, and if you talk to people in my boarding school, they don't even know that I came through the boarding school. I was there for 4 years, but I was so quiet and they're like, you went to Sanar? That kind of becomes your perspective.
Yeah, we're going to talk about those 4 years.
Sure.
Why were you so quiet?
I think comedians are usually very quiet. They're one of two. Either they're the life of the party, the cool boy in school, or girl, or they're the quiet, reserved person. Ironically, the coolest comic, the coolest guy from my school is also a comic. His name is Papa CJ, and he was head boy, and he was all of that stuff. So, head boy became comic, and loser also became comic, and those are the two spectrum. That's the ends of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you think you were a loser?
For sure, still, yeah.
Why?
Huh?
Why?
Because what power is there in being a winner? You ever
That
seen a
is true.
happy-looking winner?
That's true. That is
Losers,
true.
you get to sit back and be like, "Deg usko." Like that's losers
क्या
are
ही
best.
कर लिया तूने?
Yeah, क्या ही कर लिया तूने? Right?
That is true.
Yeah.
But when you were growing up, did you know that comedy was something that plays for you? That hey, I really find home in this. Like वो बचपन से पता था क्या?
Bro, I'm still not sure about this profession.
Please,
I'm
you're
still-
lying.
I'm still
5
having.
specials on Netflix. After that, you can't say that.
Since I was 5-6 years old, if you put me on stage, I was home.
Huh. You like stage basically.
I like the stage. It's my, it's my flow state. I like warm lights. I like dust through the air. I like a creaky wooden floor.
Yeah.
And whether that's debating or dramatics or school plays or stand-up, I'm home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
और बचपन से I think mom dad को पता था कि a child will do something in this space.
Yeah, for sure. I'd been debating since I was like 9-10 years old, doing something or the other. So
Yeah.
they knew it was stage. My bachelor's was in theatre, so yeah.
Now, that child who probably was this quiet child.
I'm gonna pay you $5,000 for this therapy at the end of this podcast.
I know, right? I love doing therapy.
All right, cool.
No, but that child who was so quiet,
Yeah.
ठीक है, comes on stage, does debate. How did that happen?
There's a bit about it in Landing actually, where I talk about how I was able to stand up to a bully because I realized that the stage is an equalizing atmosphere.
Yeah.
This microphone doesn't care who's holding it.
That's true.
That
is absolutely true.
It's pretty democratic, a microphone.
Yeah.
So in that sense, it was a place to go to a prefect and be like, like give a retort, which I wouldn't have normally been able to do without a microphone. So there's tremendous power in a microphone.
Yeah.
So that's why I like it.
There's this interview of yours that I watched, and you spoke about bullies in it.
Yeah.
Okay. And I personally resonated so much through that because, when you said, let's talk about your childhood, and I said it was traumatic.
Yeah.
Is because till I think I was in 12th standard, I had zero confidence.
Sure.
Introvert.
Yeah.
And bullied. Bullied because I had Bugs Bunny teeth.
Okay.
And I was like, why do I look a certain way? And all of that. And again, internet didn't happen till that time, right? So you didn't know who do you go to and talk to. And of course, our parents would beat us or our teachers would beat us.
Yeah.
So I'm like, भाई मतलब इस दुनिया में कुछ सही क्यों नहीं है? ठीक है? What I realized after I watched that interview of yours, and I was like, I wish I could go back in time and actually stand up to my bully.
Sure. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where did you get that power from? That, what, enough is enough. I'm going to stand up. Because there's this one thing that you also said there. It's not about the bullying that happens at that time.
Yeah.
It's the remaining 12 hours that you keep thinking, कि यार कल मुझे school जाना है, कल I'll have to face this person. All of that.
Yeah.
Right? Where did you get that power from? And that you were like, bro, enough. I'm not taking this shit.
And I don't think it was quite as heroic as that. I think I stumbled onto a stage and said one thing and a crowd laughed a little bit and I was like, oh, I can keep doing that. That was my channel.
So it was a discovery.
It was a discovery. It wasn't a courageous decision, etc. But it's definitely a discovery that stays with you. I don't think... I want to be careful in terms of should this be watched by a child who's getting bullied right now. I want to be clear that there is no heroism required in standing up to your bully. You don't have to get to the point of like, oh my God, I've had enough, here I go.
Yeah.
You can do it tomorrow and it may not go well when you stand up to him, but you'll still spare yourself those 12 hours.
Yeah.
Right? But don't wait for an accumulation of bravery inside you, etc., etc.
Yeah.
It can also take the smallest stance. It doesn't have to be this massive fight back.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now fast forward from there to where probably did this conversation ever happen with you where your parents sat you down and they're like, hey, what do you want to do in life? Like, do you want to get a real job?
It was yesterday. My parents were
Please ask, guys.
Shit isn't going well, and how many Netflix specials will you do? You haven't done anything else in life.
That's a lie.
Get a real job, Veer. No, my parents are pretty chilled. Yeah, my parents are like, if you can pay the rent,
They were okay with
do it. Okay. Since I was 22, they were like, do what you want, but pay your rent.
Makes sense.
So yeah.
No, but back then, comedy as a profession, people didn't look at comedy as a profession because doctor, engineer, the typical,
Sure.
whatever was told to all of
Yeah,
us.
I studied science in Delhi public school. So yeah.
Yeah. So, were you scared back then that, hey, I'm going on this road. If it doesn't go well, I don't know what I'm going to do.
Bro, I'm scared today. Right now, I'm going on this road. If it doesn't go well, what the hell am I going to do? I mean, adults are just children in older bodies, pretending. The fear doesn't go away at all. And there isn't a healthier thing for an artist than fear.
Yeah.
What I think this special is, if I had no fear, this special would be one big swag set, and I'd walk out and there'd be smoke and be like, hey, I just killed it last year and look at this, here's some. It is because I'm afraid that there's, I hope, a humility to this special.
Yeah.
What
are you fearful of today?
A loss of connection between the pulse of the audience and myself. I think, God's been very fortunate, and it has been a good couple of years. And I want to isolate myself from any trappings of success that keep me away from a connection with what an audience member is really feeling.
But do you, the fact that you spoke that, do you feel that, considering the profession that you are in, when you start off, you are all by yourself, you're taking your own decisions and all of that, right? But along the way, as you start climbing the success ladder, there are so many people who come along the way and everybody's telling you their side of the story, and they want you to listen to it, right? How do you disconnect from that and be like, hey, I'm going to listen to everybody, but eventually I'm going to do what I want to do?
I don't know where I saw this, but it was really good advice. It was take the feedback, but don't take the note. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, for instance, I just co-directed a movie, right? And we had some screenings on it, right? And so some people will be like, wo first half mein at minute 45 thoda sa dip hai, and then interval point pe pick up ho jata hai, right? Now some people will be like, that's this thing, aur tu ye kar, usko sudharne ke liye. I don't think you need the second part.
कि तू ये कर.
हाँ. But I think you can humbly accept the first part.
one कि हाँ ये dip हो रहा है,
ये dip हो रहा है.
हाँ.
अब मैं figure out करता हूँ कि क्या करना है
actually.
Right? So I think that's a really good creative way to collaborate, which is always take the feedback. Don't take the note unless it's a really good note.
Yeah, makes sense. Wow. And how soon did we learn that कि यार सबका नहीं सुनना चाहिए? कितनी बार गिरना पड़ा?
I mean, the nice thing with my profession is audience, very good
It's
teacher.
an instant.
Instant will tell you this thing. And the nice thing about my specials is we light the audience. Usually if you're here and there's hot lights in your face and the audience is darkness, you don't fully know what kind of laughter it is.
Yeah.
Laughter doesn't mean the joke worked. There is uncomfortable laughter. There is like people looking around laughter. There is like kind of laughter as well.
Yeah.
I like to see my audience. You can see thousands of people in this stadium fully lit.
Yeah.
You can see every eye scratch. You can see every nose picked. You can see every knee slapped. You can see everything.
Yeah.
To such hai. You know what I mean? I like that.
The fact that you spoke about that, has this ever happened to you? Because I go through this a lot. Whenever probably I'm on the stage talking to people, okay? These reactions that people give, that's somewhere, like it took me a lot of time to come to terms with, hey, it's okay if they're reacting. It's good that they're reacting. It's better than not getting a reaction.
For sure, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But somewhere I had to train myself that because also my face is super transparent, to dikh jata hai. And I'm like, Shravan, Don't let it show on your face. You know what I mean? Did you have a moment where probably you saw somebody reacting, you probably were not expecting that reaction, and that really like took your morale for 2 minutes? I'm like, you didn't know how do you do that.
I mean, that's a comedian's. We will find 12,000 people laughing. We will find the one person who doesn't laugh and fixate.
And then you're fixated.
I have. I won't take her name, but a female author who, when I was starting out, used to come for all of my shows and sit in the front row and never laugh and just sit there. And I was like, lady, why do you keep coming for the show?
If you're not finding me funny.
You're not finding me funny. So in my mind, I'm like, she's here again. And now the whole show is for her, basically, in my mind. ऐसा पूरा टाटा थिएटर हंसे जा रहा है. Thousands of people have bought tickets, but I'm performing for that lady in the front row. And until one day I finally met her at a award ceremony. I'm like, madam, you keep coming for the shows. She's like, I love your stuff. I just don't laugh.
Why?
It's just not a thing I do. It's something she doesn't do in general. But
how do people not laugh?
But I was like, you have no idea. You have lived rent-free in my head for hours and hours and hours of my life. And I've agonized over you. I've taken offense. I've done everything. And she's like, no, it's nothing personal. I just don't laugh.
How do people not laugh?
No, she just kind of go like, nah.
Yeah, whatever.
That's it. Yeah, but yeah.
Damn, that is so... Oh, God. That'd be a nightmare as a stand-up.
Yeah.
Wow. What is the best thing
but
that
her books are okay, so I feel fine. It's good.
The guy said it.
Yeah.
What is the best feedback that probably you've received? And, it's not one of those... Like, this person actually walked up to you and poured his or her heart out to you, and you're like, bro, wait a minute. Like, did you just do this?
I don't get that. I get...
You're lying.
I get a lot of people write me wonderful notes. My audience is quite intelligent, and so a lot of them are artists as well. So some people will draw stuff or write stuff, but I get keep going. And that's such a simple thing.
Yeah, keep going.
But just, hey man, just keep going.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, you're doing something right, keep going. That's much more valuable to me than here's how I feel about you, or etc., etc., etc. That's
going.
everything.
Yeah. You spoke about artists.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be an artist in India today?
It is anywhere in the world. The life of being an artist is a pendulum that swings between rejection and conviction.
Yeah.
And hopefully, as you become more successful, it swings more towards conviction. And the toughest thing is to have it swing towards rejection.
Yeah.
And then have it swing in equal measure back towards your conviction.
Yeah.
It's a very tough thing to do.
Yeah.
For painter, dancer, musician, comedian, actor, director, writer, whatever you
Anybody.
are.
Yeah.
And I think in India, because we are so diverse, and because we are so open with our feedback of likes and dislikes, your conviction has to be stronger than anywhere else in the world.
Yeah.
Because the rejection will be stronger than anywhere else in the world too.
Do you remember your first rejection?
Yeah. Class 5. Girl said no. You're not cute. I'm kidding. I don't view it as something to take personally. Less and less with each year I view it. Like a lot of rejections are just basis where the person with authority is coming from at that moment in time.
Yeah.
I pitched a show to Netflix 3 months ago, and they were like, we can't because we already have something. You can't take that rejection personally. You know what I mean? So it's not something about me. It says nothing about me, that rejection. And it also doesn't affect what I have to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whether you accepted it or rejected it, I still have to go to stage tomorrow. I still have to go to the Habitat and try jokes. I still have to do all these things. So I think you can't take rejection personally.
But the first rejection that you took personally, because this is a polished version that we are seeing today, right? You've learned it over the period of time कि यार, it's not me. Because initially हम सबका like our first instance is, oh, probably it's me. Probably I'm not doing a good job. Am I not doing something right? You know what I mean? We go into that spiral.
Yeah, but I'm a little bit wary of fetishizing my struggle here. You know what I mean? Like, I live in this city where I showed up with a suitcase, but so do millions of people every single day. And I was able to find some success, but so have millions of people every single year. There is nothing remotely special about the rejection I've faced or the struggle that I've faced. If anything, I've been far more fortunate than many people I know.
Yeah.
You know, so I'm weary of like, dekho mera dard stories.
Oh, you're not that person.
I'm not that guy, man.
You're not that guy.
No, I've been tremendously lucky.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Another thing that is common between us is I worked for Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah. This was 2014, 15, 16.
So I would have left by then. But
Yeah, you
yeah.
left by then. Okay. How did that happen? Like, you know.
I did a show called the Times Food Awards where I was the MC and I was really funny. And the next morning, Vineet Jain called me to his office and he's like, I'm going to make you a VJ. And I was like, great, what's a VJ? And then he was like, move to Mumbai next week. And I was like, okay.
You were in Delhi?
I was in Delhi. And I called a broker called Imtiaz, I was at the Times of India guest house in Pali Hill. And he took me to Dr. Russell Pinto's house, where there was one room that was his annex. And he's like, okay, it's 5,000 rupees a month. And most Mumbai story ever, a Muslim, a Catholic and a Hindu stood on the street and started one guy's story.
Yeah.
Right? And I moved in and we did a show called Is Route Ki Sabhi Laine Mast Hai.
Mast hai,
With
right.
Veer Das. And I was a VJ and I was fired in 3 months because I was terrible. I was a very bad VJ. I tried. I went and met VJs. I once went to dinner with VJ Purab, VJ Gaurav, VJ Nikhil, VJ Cyrus. And it was like one VJ army. And they were like, VJ Salil. And they were like, bro, here's what you got to be to V. And I was like, I don't have any of these dudes' energy at all. Because to be a VJ, you have to be enthusiastic. It's all about enthusiasm. VJs are enthusiasm about kicking the nuts also. They're like, yeah, man, best kick in the nuts. Fuck yeah. Like, you know, it's like, I'm just like, I'm a comic.
Get you.
Yeah, you know, I shit on things. I'm sarcastic. So I was like, I will not survive as a VJ at all.
So the company realized that first, or you realized
The company realized that shit.
You didn't.
They were like, no.
You were like, yeah, I'm doing a good job.
Yeah, no.
I'm doing a good job.
I was like, I moved to Mumbai. I need the money, you know.
Yeah.
And they were nice enough to let me go.
Yeah.
And then I wound up on CNBC.
And what did we do there?
A political comedy show called News on the Loose. On the primetime news. I did 2.5 minutes of jokes.
And how
Imagine that. Yeah.
How long did we do that?
6 years. 5.5, 6 years.
Okay.
I was 24 years old on the primetime news doing jokes about India. And the Prime Minister and every top businessman watched that bulletin. Imagine that.
Did we get messages also?
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah.
We'd get messages from one businessman saying, you didn't joke about me this week.
Oh!
Or you joked too
that
much about the
happened.
other guy. Yeah. You joked about my brother too much this week, joke about me this week as well. That level of sense of humor, everybody has.
Wow.
They have it.
Wow. Damn. That is so cool.
Yeah, it's very cool.
That is damn neat. So, after this, like, was this during the time we were doing films also? No.
No, I
अब
quit
तक
that to
films
do
नहीं हुए
films,
थे?
yeah.
Okay. So, when the first film happened, did you audition for, like, how did it happen? Take me there.
The film was called Mumbai Salsa, which...
I remember the film.
Well, that's 6 of you now that remember that film. I went to audition for the third lead.
Oh, so you did audition for it?
Yeah, and I gave Vikram Bhatt a DVD on the way out saying, by the way, I'm a stand-up comic. And I took a rickshaw from some Bora industrial estate or whatever to Bandra. And by the time I got to Bandra, Vikram Bhatt called my number and said, I want you to be the lead of the movie. And
we went for third lead.
Huh?
We went for third lead.
Yeah.
And we got lead.
And we got lead. And then I was opposite Manjari Fadnis, a lovely actress.
Yeah.
And then we made the movie. And then the first day I went to see the movie, the show was cancelled. I went with my whole family. They're like, itna log nahi aaya, to hum chalayega nahi picture.
Ouch!
And then 5 people saw Mumbai Salsa. And I then did a very small role in Love Aajkal.
Yes.
Where I was-
Shanti!
Yeah, and I was
we
on-
love Shanti!
I was on this side of Saif, and Kavi, who's my co-director on Happy Patel, was on that side of Saif. And
I have
that same DVD that I gave to Vikram Bhatt, I had given it to DVD libraries all across Mumbai. One had wound up at Amir Khan Productions and one had wound up at Yashraj Films. So while I was in the background on Love Aajkal, I got offered Delhi Belly. And Badmaash Company came like 2 months later.
I mean,
It's luck, bro.
Can we just sit down and listen to this amazing story where this guy, first film didn't work, but then Shanti, the way I've screamed Shanti, best friend Shanti,
Yeah.
we love Shanti. Oh, Love Aajkal. That film lives in my head rent free.
It's like that female author for me. She's still there, yeah.
There.
Yes, sir.
Because when you go for the film, like the starting credits, it's the entire damn film. And
Yeah.
I'm like, for 2 minutes, I'm like, what is happening, bro?
It was a great movie, dude. Imtiaz is a hell of a director.
You didn't expect it to blow up the way it did, right?
No, also because I was 20 feet in the background, so I could barely see what was happening. I was just like,
You didn't think people are going to remember Shanti in 2025?
वहाँ चल रहा है picture और हम दोनों यहाँ पर है. But this is great, man. Like I was 20 something and I got to go to London and I got to be in a Bollywood song. My God. And I danced pretty well, you know, and then I had given 9 auditions for Delhi Belly before Love Aajkal had started shooting. And in the middle of the night in Love Aajkal, I was at the Berjaya Eden Park Hotel in London in a room that is about this width.
Okay.
And I got a call from my agent saying, you got Delhi Belly. And I was like, yeah, I think I'll not do CNBC anymore. So I quit my job from London.
Salute.
Yeah.
The kind of experiences we need.
Yeah.
Delhi Belly, a film so ahead of its time. Remember watching it in Ahmedabad with a cousin of mine. Very awkward he was while he was watching the film.
Yeah.
I'm like, why are you awkward? I love this. I love this content. Did you know back then, even with Delhi Belly, that hey, this is not going to be the typical run-of-the-mill Bollywood entertainment film?
Absolutely. Everybody on
You
set
knew
had
it.
that feeling that we will only make one of these in our career. I'm very lucky. I got to make 2 kind of cult films. I got to make Go Goa Gone right
Yeah.
after, which had the same feeling. But everybody on set was like, oh shit, we're getting away with this. Like the movie that I just co-directed is an Amir Khan production.
Yeah.
And that's the number 1 story I told them on day 1 of workshops with the actors. I was like, I don't know if this is good or if this is bad. But I know you will never make another one of these in your career.
Wow.
So give me that energy. Because I'm coming into it with that kind of energy. And I've had that kind of energy before on an Amir Khan production, which was Delhi Belly.
Yeah.
And hopefully it works out just as well.
No, I know it will. But, you know, even back when you were doing Delhi Belly, the fact that somebody like an Amir Khan, okay, saw your talent, saw the potential, you're a part of the film. Because back then, anything that came with 3 people, we knew it's going to work. I mean, Dil Chahta Hai, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. We're like 3 men going apeshit crazy.
Dude, you
Take
can't
it.
equate Delhi Belly with ZNMD and Dil Chahta Hai. Those were commercial Hindi movies. We were a tiny English movie featuring, yes, Imran Khan, but 2 unknown guys as well. You need an Amir. Even today, last week, Amir is like, hold my beer, मैं पूरा industry बदल के आता हूँ थोड़ा. You know, and did that
And he did it.
And he did it. You know
And
what I
he
mean?
did it.
So you need a guy with that kind of conviction to stand behind a small film like Delhi Belly.
So you didn't think it's going to make that kind of noise? Because people still talk about Delhi Belly. Like I remember...
You don't know you're making a cult film when you're making a cult film.
never know.
You know, even... but we knew it was special. We knew it was different. That's it.
What was there a scene in Delhi Belly that you specifically remember that even when you were shooting it, like, bro, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah, the intro to Chudail, man, where I'm like, this girl has given me blowjob or whatever. I'm like, what is happening?
You're like, are you sure this is a film, guys?
Yeah, and you know, Farah Khan choreographed that song, and she's lovely, but the Farah's team scares you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They're like, Farah ma'am aayegi, aisa nahi naachne ka, aisa. So I've rehearsed for, you know, like just for 7 days lagatar in this propylene suit that has no air. So I've lost like 90 kilos. And Farah ma'am came and sat down, and then we shoot the scene first. And even she's like, what is this, man? Like, this is nuts. Let's have some fun. And she's the sweetest person, by the way. Her team scares you. She's sweet.
Yeah.
And then she fed me peanut butter for energy. She likes to eat peanut butter while she's choreographing a song.
Aww.
And she could just tell that I'm so dehydrated. She's like, come here and have some peanut butter. But it was great. Like, my pelvis ached for 8 days. Because Chudail was... The whole song is just pelvic thrust.
Yeah.
So my back had gone for 8 days in my 20s. So that's how violent it was.
How old were you when you shot Delhi Valley?
28.
Wow, look at 28-year-olds today.
Yeah, there you go.
Damn. And then Go Goa Gone.
Then Go Goa Gone, yeah.
Wow. Again, Go Goa Gone. We didn't see something like that in the genre back then. It was never there.
Yeah.
I don't think we've still seen something like this now.
Well, horror comedy is a pretty established thing right now.
But I'm saying something in the exact space of...
That tone of humor,
that tone of humor. Because I don't think people were expecting that madness at the start of the film. Because it doesn't start horror, right? It starts as normal, again.
Stoner comedy.
Yeah. To the entire zombie apocalypse that happens, and then Boris comes in. And I still remember, where are you from, Boris? And then he's like,
Delhi se bencho.
Yeah. क्या पता था तभी भी कि यार 10 साल बाद लोग बात करेंगे? Because today, every filmmaker, okay, what they aim for, or rather what they want rather, is this kind of longevity. But नहीं मिलती.
I disagree, man.
Yeah?
I don't think filmmakers today want longevity at all. I think they want to recover the money of their film. It's very expensive to make a film right now. Part of the reason those two films got made is it was just easier to make a movie back then as well.
Yeah.
Like, look at that whole era of cinema, right? If you really look at 2009 through about 11, 12, 13, Rang De Basanti, Three Idiots, Delhi Belly, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara, Dev D, Shahid, Queen, Irfan's movie, Pan Singh Tomar, the Bhardwaj movies, Heather, all of that stuff. It was just easier to make this really experimental cinema, because there was a theatre-going audience back then, and now it's much tougher to get people to the theatre.
Yeah. Do you think that also happened because back then the OTT culture didn't exist? So people were like, yaar, dekhni padegi, varna what's the option? The next option is jab TV pe aayegi.
I don't know, yeah, it changes tomorrow and day after. Like this, Amir just changed it all.
Yeah.
And somebody changed it right before that.
Yeah.
And every OTT, with all due respect, is not the OTT that it was last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? OTT mandates change every year.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of weird. During COVID, every OTT was different.
Yeah.
And then after COVID, every OTT is different.
Yeah.
I don't know. And you're talking to a person with very low stature to know these things also. You're better off talking to like industry taste makers,
Industry people.
or like puppeteers, etc., etc. I'm the guy who tells dick jokes, man. What do I know?
No, but I would rather listen to this. Go Goa Gone, Go Goa Gone 2, people keep talking about.
Yeah.
What's happening on that?
It's
Is
short.
it
You
happening?
wanna watch it? It's on my phone.
Yeah, please
No, I'm kidding.
please show, bro. हाँ, क्या हो क्या रहा है?
We hear rumors, and then they are rumors. I think whenever it happens, the cast will show up for it.
Yeah?
Yeah, we'll all show up. I'm pretty
Y'all
sure.
have to, no?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
The OGs have to show up for it. You spoke about Amir Khan, right? The AKP film that you're doing, okay, when you even went back to them and said, hey, I want to make this, it's going to be one of its kind, for even an Amir Khan to say, you know what, let's do this, to have that kind of faith in you as an artist, from an artist like Amir Khan, is this that feeling that, hey, tap on the shoulder?
No, not at all. No, I don't tap myself on the shoulder. I called Amir and I said, Amir sir, I have a film and I think if you don't want to produce it, perhaps nobody will produce it. And I hadn't spoken to him in maybe 8 years. He took my call.
No contact at all?
Not so much. And he gave me a narration time the week after. Me and my co-director Kavi and our co-writer Amog, we went and narrated. And he was like, I like it. And then he said, go shoot 4 scenes or 5 scenes.
Okay.
And I just want to see what you guys do with direction. So we did 4 narrations, worked on story a little bit, and then he was like, go shoot 4 or 5 scenes. So he sent us out to shoot 4 or 5 scenes. Gave
And
us
you
a
guys
budget.
shot it?
Yeah, and we shot it. And we cast our friends in a space like this and really obsessed over it for about 2 months. Edited it, soundtracked it, graded it, did all of that stuff and brought it back to him. And then he just kind of watched it. It was 11 minutes. And he's like, yeah, go on flow.
That's how quick it is.
He's great. Yeah. And then gave us complete creative freedom. I cannot think of a... But by the way, did that with the people at Delhi Belly as well.
Yeah.
Gave them that kind of freedom back then. There isn't another producer like him.
Yeah, but you know, a lot of people talk about this, and I keep telling them that, do you know that you're going to be spoiled now? Because the next person you're going to work with, you're going to expect the same, and that's probably not going to happen because the kind of creative freedom that Amir Khan gives you, I don't think people do that. Because the man works for cinema, he doesn't work for box office, if you know what I mean.
Well, the next person I'm working with is also giving me that kind of
Ooh,
freedom. So,
give
you know,
dates! Quickly
I
give
can't.
dates!
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah?
Yeah.
But, you know, when I listen to your story now, okay, the one thing I know is that you're blessed. Do you know that? Do you not know that?
Every day.
Every day?
Yeah, very fortunate, very blessed.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's like you put your finger on it and touches gold. Like it becomes gold.
No, that's absolutely wrong, dude.
No?
No, the movie that I made with that I just made, I wrote 12 years ago.
Yeah.
And I had to sit on it for 12 years until the world changed enough where people understood what the movie was. For every joke that you see work, there are 10 that haven't worked that have been cut out of this thing. My career's ended 3 times and I've had to restart it 3 times. I've been in 14 movies. About 4 of them were good and 10 of them did not work.
Yeah.
For every show that you see me do at Carnegie Hall, there is a show at Arlington, Texas, or a show in Boise, Idaho, or a show in Charlotte, North Carolina, or a show in Stavanger, Norway, that I have struggled through that you've not seen.
Yeah.
So I ain't touching shit turning to gold at all, buddy. I'm
struggling.
I'm absolutely lighting the fire and melting other metals and trying to alchemy it into something.
Wow.
But it's nothing. There's nothing remotely Midas about it.
No, but that's so well said. And I'm glad you spoke about this because a lot of people, when they reach a certain level, right?
Yeah.
It's very difficult to stay sane when you've seen that kind of fame. Okay. You know you're famous.
No, I'm not. Yeah, fame is A, not real, and B is fame is, oh my God, I love you, I want a selfie with you, I want this, I want that, here's my underwear, whatever the hell. I don't have that kind of this thing at all. I have an audience. An audience that shows up and they're like, I like you, but I will be very quick to tell you I'm disappointed in you. And I have expectations from you. That's not fame at all.
What does fame mean to you?
Nothing.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
It is a blockage to doing my job.
Yeah?
Yeah. Famous people don't get to talk to people at the airport. They don't get to travel alone. I do. Famous people don't know how to write about the world. I get to exist in the world and therefore I know how to write about it.
Yeah.
It means absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay. But what I'm going to say is that we love you. People love you. And you've reached a level. Okay. Now, when you reach that level, what happens is, with a lot of humans, they are so like half their energy is spent into यार यहाँ पहुँचना है but जब आप वहाँ पे पहुँच जाते हो वहाँ पे पहुँच के क्या करना है they don't know and that's where the downfall begins.
I don't know, yeah, sure. I think were I to play Sydney Opera House, I did last year. I'm happy that I was able to write a show that was worthy of Sydney Opera House. So at some level, I've done my 10,000 hours, और तब जाके मिला है. If I'd played Sydney Opera House when I was 29 years old, I would not have had a show that was worthy of Sydney Opera House. So in that sense, I'm happy it happened that way.
Yeah. Whenever you're writing specials, okay, what is your thought process and how do you deep dive into it that, hey, you know what? Let's not do ABC more than let's do ABC.
I go in the opposite direction. Like I said, the predictable thing to do after landing in my fifth Netflix special would be massive set, massive venue. Here's my people showed up for me.
Yeah.
Like a really kind of I'm a king kind of this thing. I have no set. I have one light. I'm in the center of a stadium. The crowd is above me. I'm not lit. The crowd is lit. I've gone to a random church in London. I've not gone to the Palladium. I've not gone to Royal Albert Hall. I've gone to a random church to show them that a brown man can tell jokes in the whitest of settings. And then in New York, instead of doing Carnegie Hall, I've gone into a basement and talked about losing my voice rather than winning anything.
Yeah.
So it's very much the opposite of what you would expect as my next special.
Wow. You spoke about being cancelled 3 times.
No. My career's ended 3 times. I've been cancelled once.
Okay.
Yeah.
So cancelled once, career ended 3 times. Okay. When that happens, everybody, I think, has mota seen what happened in the public eye.
Yeah.
Okay, whether it's social media and all of that. What did Veer Das go through? Because I remember I watched something, and when I watched that, you know, you talking about that, there was a video that you had shared. Okay, we spoke about a hotel, and you know, looking at the hotel, and you're like, this is so hollow. I had goosebumps because I'm like, damn, it must be so like, you know, you feeling that the entire world is against you. How do you deal with that?
There is no way to summarize how to deal with that because it's a long journey and one is still dealing with that. You know what I mean? These things live with you. But I will say to not make it about myself, but for anybody else who's going through any sort of public discourse that they don't enjoy or a dip in your career, you have to really just focus on what you can control that is right in front of you. You know, and if that is, I can go for this jog, I can go to the gym tomorrow, I can give myself a nice meal, I can call this one person, or I think that's what you have to focus on.
Yeah.
And then those baby steps add up to something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when that even happened to you...
I'm not giving you a sob story, bro.
No, you don't have to give me a sob story. I'm not asking you for a sob story, don't
Yeah.
worry. What I'm saying is when that even happened to you, right? After you put out what you put out, with everything that was happening, did you sit down and you were like how much time did it take for you to figure out why is this happening?
When I
Did
figure
it
it out,
instantly happen?
I'll let you know.
Oh, you have? Oh!
I don't know yet.
Okay then.
Yeah.
You didn't figure it out yet.
No, and at some level, life goes on. Why should you have to figure it out?
Yeah.
I don't know how Elon Musk's Mars rocket works. It exists. Why can't I feel that way about my problems? I don't know how the fuck this happened, but it exists. Here's where I go from here.
Damn. You know? But do you know people love you now, right?
I know my wife loves me. I know my family loves me. And I know that a very wonderful tribe of people show up for me.
Yeah.
And I hope I show up for them in equal measure. I hope they feel that way.
You know, you spoke about your wife. How many times is she scared that, listen, whatever conversation you and me are having here, please do not go there and talk about...
It's par for the course. Every fight will be on stage. This thing will be... I don't do a lot of like wife material. But it's open season on the marriage, for sure. Yeah,
and she knows what she signed up for.
For sure, man. Absolutely. Yeah.
Does she ever sit you down and be like, can you please, for God's sake, not talk about this?
No, we get to travel the world together. Her husband works 1 hour a day, some days at night. You know, we're kids in a candy store. We really, we have a wonderful, wonderful life.
Yeah.
You know, it's worth the nonsense.
I also, you know, watched Be Stupid.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the most inspiring things I've seen. Do you continue being stupid?
Yeah, for sure. Watch this special. It's the stupidest thing you're going to see in a while. We get a stadium full of people to sing which is I don't know, can we cuss on Miss Malini? Can we not cuss? Yeah.
We can cuss.
Yeah,
Go for it.
12,000 people sing Benchot in harmony in this special.
Love it. Okay, and the last one coming your way, sir. If I met the 10-year-old Veer Das.
Why the fuck would you want to meet the 10-year-old
I
Veer
like
Das?
that
You're
10-year-old.
sitting next to the adult Veer Das here. 10-year-old Veer Das had
I'm meeting the adult Veer Das.
Yeah.
I've not met the 10-year-old Veer Das. That's why.
Okay, cool.
Imaginary, I live in my imaginary Delulu world.
all this inner child work. My God.
So what I'm saying is, if I meet the 10-year-old, or rather you meet the 10-year-old Veer Das, what would you like to tell him?
Eat more. You're not eating
Explain.
enough. You have the potential to be 5'11", but I feel like you're not eating enough carbohydrates and veggies. And if you don't play your cards right, you're going to wind up 5'8". And look what fucking happened. So there you go. Just eat more, please.
Yeah, what did we eat back then again?
I don't know. We did gymnastics, which is very young for a child to do gymnastics. So
Is
that's
it?
why height stops. My dad's 6 foot. I should have been 6 foot. मैं जाके हिमाचल प्रदेश पे gymnastics की टीम पे था when I was 9 years old.
Huh.
And I went for nationals and all of that stuff. And that stunts your growth a little bit.
Damn. So yeah, please.
So maybe 10-year-old Veer Das, don't do gymnastics. It will get in the way of your getting laid when you're an adult. Hit the 6 foot mark.
Love it. But thank you so much, Veer.
But when you get laid, it'll be better for the girl because you know gymnastics. And there's things you know that normal guys don't know. Anyway,
I was just saying, thank you so much.
Thank you so
for
much,
talking
man.
to me.
All right. Cheers.
Really means a lot. And the kind of sense of humor that you have, not a lot of people have it. A lot of people wish for that.
Hey, thanks, man.
And that never happens. So keep soaring high always with everything that you do because we love you.
Hey, thank
We
you.
love what you do.
I appreciate it.
Keep soaring high always. Hoping to see you super soon.
Yes.
Till then, this one is a wrap.